Wellness Wednesday is brought to you by Adventist Health.
Welcome back to the kitchen for another Wellness Wednesday. And boy, you look here, this is a delicious recipe that we're going to dive into in just a second. With me, I've got Jonathan with the Blue Zones Project and also Brandon with Kern High School District, a chef. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, let's start with Jonathan with the Blue Zones Project because we're getting closer and closer to going back to school, and it's all about healthy eating these days.
Sure is. And we're actually super excited for this new academic school year. So last year, the Kern High School District did something around something surrounding Around the World Wednesday. And now what we're doing is we're around the world every single day, right? So, Chef, tell us a little bit about that. It's about cultural cuisine every day, something like that?
Yeah, so it's just trying to get a different perspective to different cuisines that we have in our community. And, you know, what we found quite a bit is that the students really took very well to all these different cuisines that we were introducing. You know, we did sushi, salmon, you know, we did chicken pozole. You know, so that's the best part when you get students in your cafeteria eating that type of cuisine that they may never ever try ever again.
Yeah, it kind of engages them, and you know, if you start the healthy eating early, as we grow up into adults, when we really need to be focused on healthy eating, let me tell you, I'm 46. I'm really thinking that a lot lately. So important to introduce these types of recipes. So talk a little bit about what we're going to be making here today. It looks like a delicious sandwich.
Yeah, so, you know, I took a play on pulled pork sandwich, but we used jackfruit, and that's the best thing about jackfruit. Jackfruit has a great palate to take any kind of seasonings that you want to do. And what I did was the night before I seasoned this with my barbecue seasoning, smoked paprika, a little garlic salt, a little dry onions, and just let it sit with the barbecue sauce and let it sit overnight. And if you do that, that jackfruit will take that flavor, and then hopefully you'll see where's the barbecue pork at.
And the folks at home may be thinking, maybe not. And I'm going to tell you right now, I used to be that skeptic until I tried it, and then I was amazed because I was like, wow, this really doesn't taste like fruit. It tastes like a meat, like a pulled pork. It really does once you put all the seasoning in it. And that's kind of what we're doing here. You talked about the seasonings, and then we're kind of making a slaw to kind of go with it.
Yeah, so basically I have a mayo slaw. I use light mayo. I use a smoked paprika. That also gives it that smoke, that barbecue flavor that you're really looking for in this dish. And then I use an apple cider vinegar. You can use a white vinegar if you like, but the apple cider gives a little more flavor that I'm looking for, and actually adds a little more to the slaw. So, and like I said, you can cut your cabbage for yourself, but they have great product out there that you can have it pre-packaged, pre-cut. And like I said, if you want to do the jackfruit that night, do your slaw mix the night before too, and basically all you're doing is cooking everything up and then having it for dinner in about 5-10 minutes.
And a little bit of wisdom: if you're going to buy the jackfruit, buy it. It comes in a can. You can buy it at the store, Sprouts, because if you go to Sprouts and you're like, oh, do you know where the jackfruit is? They may send you to where all the vegetables are, and if you have never seen a jackfruit, it's about this big. It's got spines on it, and if you try to take that home and try to tear it apart like this, it's going to take you a very long time. Yeah. So words of advice: buy the jackfruit in a can.
I would say so too. I haven't been that adventurous to do one like that, but it's like I said, I would just get about a 15-ounce can, and I keep a little of the moisture of the liquid that comes from the jackfruit, just to add a little more flavor to it too.
So we've made kind of the slaw with the dressing. We get this nice and heated up. And to be honest with you, I keep at least 3 cans of jackfruit in my pantry at all times because it's so universal.
Yeah, I agree. And like I said, you can do you can do the slaw the night before, but I like that crunch flavor to it. So before I get ready to serve the sandwich, I bake the slaw already there. So, and then just put it in the refrigerator for 5-10 minutes to cool down, and then you have a great slaw also.
It looks delicious, and you can kind of see by the power of television. This is our finished product, and you can see just how delicious this is with the slaw. You get the buns, you got the nice jackfruit, and top it off with a little barbecue sauce. What kid or even adult wouldn't like that? So a special thanks to Jonathan and Brandon for coming in and giving us this wonderful recipe, especially as we kick off the new school year. A great meal as the kids come home.